Do you see what your new rappers, how they got y'all dressing? What happened to white tees? And we ain't going for it. We staying in our era. We going with the G. We work on cars.
What if one of hip-hop's biggest stars has been hiding the truth behind his rise to fame? Forget whispers. Forget rumors. This time, Slim Thug looked dead into the camera, smirked like he knew exactly what he was doing, and dropped Michael Rubin's name straight into the fire. Within hours, social media turned into a battlefield, with 50 Cent clowning the situation, blogs reposting receipts, and fans convinced Lil Baby's whole image might be a front. Today, we're diving deep into the beef, the receipts, and the sugar daddy rumors that have the entire industry buzzing. This is Lil Baby versus Slim Thug, and the billionaire name caught in the middle. It all started with one video. Slim Thug, a veteran rapper who's never been afraid to speak his mind, grabbed his phone, hit record, and let loose. His frustration wasn't subtle. He mocked the new generation of rappers for how they dress, singling out one moment that had the internet buzzing. In his eyes, the flashy fits and colorful belts weren't just fashion. They were a symbol that hip-hop was losing its edge. And to drive his point home, Slim asked a blunt question. What happened to white tees? It was a callback to a time when the style was raw, simple, and masculine. And that question set the stage for something bigger than just clothes. Slim pointed directly at Lil Baby's viral outfit, a tank top, short shorts, and a pink belt that had already been making its rounds online. Instead of brushing it off like harmless fun, Slim used it as ammunition. He said rappers like Baby were looking more like girls than men, turning hip-hop into something unrecognizable to those who grew up in his era. His voice was sharp, his brows were tight, and he spoke like someone who had been waiting for this moment to unload. But Slim wasn't finished. He was about to take it a step further. Because then, in the middle of his rant, Slim Thug dropped a name. Not just any name. He smirked, paused like he knew exactly what he was doing, and said, Michael Rubin. That one moment flipped the conversation on its head. This wasn't just about style anymore. This was about connections, influence, and the rumors that have been trailing Lil Baby for years. Slim didn't throw it out casually. He said it with intent, making sure everyone watching understood that he was hinting at something much deeper than an outfit. And when that name hit the timeline, the internet instantly caught fire. Fans who had already been clowning Lil Baby's fashion choices suddenly had a new angle. His relationship with the billionaire power player who always seems to be in his orbit. Blogs ran with the clip. Twitter detectives clipped and reposted it. And for the first time, Slim wasn't just speaking to his followers, he was speaking to the entire hip-hop community. The subtext was clear. If Baby's rise wasn't entirely his own, maybe Rubin had been the hidden hand all along. And Lil Baby, who usually stays quiet on rumors, wasn't about to let that slide. Lil Baby didn't stay quiet. The second Slim's rant began circulating, Baby snapped back. He hit Instagram stories with a cryptic warning. Dudes love talking until ish gets real. Then what? It didn't last long, he deleted it within minutes, but screenshots spread instantly. And if there's one thing fans know, it's this. Lil Baby rarely responds to gossip. The fact that he reacted this fast told everyone one thing. Slim Thug struck a nerve. To the internet, this wasn't just subliminal, it was a direct warning shot. The beef was official. And if that wasn't enough to grab attention, the outfit that started it all was about to send the internet into complete meltdown. But what set Slim off in the first place? A viral clip of Lil Baby performing in his now infamous outfit? The internet lit up with jokes, memes, and wild conspiracy theories. And Slim pounced on it. He doubled down on his rant, saying this wasn't hip-hop anymore. This was rappers turning into girls. He even dragged Young Jock into it, mocking a cropped sweater he wore on stage. To Slim, these outfits weren't just bad fashion. They were proof of hip-hop losing its masculinity. The old school versus new school divide was on full display. Slim was repping rugged authenticity. Baby? He was repping something else entirely. And that's when the whispers turned into something louder. Because fans remembered a billionaire who always seemed to be standing right next to Lil Baby, Michael
Don't be
Rubin.
making fun of me when I'm drunk. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
And that's where Michael Rubin enters the picture. Fans started resurfacing old photos of Lil Baby and Rubin together, hugging, standing too close, looking more like best friends than business partners. One photo in particular caught fire again, the infamous hug picture. 50 Cent even reposted it, laughing and asking, "What's going on here?" But to really understand why that photo hit so hard, you need to know who Michael Rubin actually is. Now, for those who don't know, Rubin isn't just some random executive. He's a billionaire power broker, deeply tied to the industry's most exclusive parties, from Diddy's infamous all-white bashes to private jet networking circles. And guess who's always by his side at these events? Lil Baby. And once fans noticed that, the story stopped being about friendship and started sounding like a pattern they couldn't ignore. To fans, this wasn't a coincidence. This was a pattern that looked less like mentorship and more like sponsorship. And that so-called sponsorship theory only grew stronger once Lil Baby suddenly did something he swore he'd never do: get inked with massive tattoos. Then came the tattoos. For years, Lil Baby bragged about being one of the only rappers with no ink. He said it made people look ghetto, and he didn't want that image if he ever stepped away from rap. But suddenly, fans noticed fresh ink all over his legs, huge tattoos reading 90s Baby and CBFW. To most rappers, tattoos wouldn't matter. But on Lil Baby, this was a flashing neon sign. Why the sudden change? Internet detectives claimed the ink was symbolic, marks tying him to Rubin, almost like branding. Baby tried to explain it away, saying the internet twisted things, even claiming he had security footage that would prove he and Rubin's viral hug picture was just innocent fun. But here's the problem: he never released the footage. And on the internet, hiding receipts is the same thing as admitting guilt. Things got even messier when the women in Lil Baby's life began speaking up. His ex, Jada Weta, hinted she left after seeing his so-called true colors. She didn't spell it out, but fans connected the dots immediately. Was she pointing to the Rubin rumors? Then came IG model Teresa Levy, who dropped a story on a podcast about her time with Lil Baby. She didn't share every detail, but she said enough to make people question everything. And with the internet already buzzing, her words only added more fuel to Slim Thug's fire. But the real spark that took this from gossip to serious allegations came when money got involved. Because Lil Baby's own gambling confession brought Rubin right back into the center of the story. And then, the sugar daddy rumors went from playful gossip to serious accusations. In an interview, Lil Baby admitted he once lost over $9 million gambling in just 2 days. He was spiraling. But guess who stepped in to save him? Michael Rubin. According to Baby, Rubin personally called casinos and had him banned so he wouldn't lose more money. At first, it sounded like a loyal friend looking out. But after all the other receipts, fans twisted it differently. They said Rubin wasn't protecting a friend, he was protecting his investment. The comparisons came fast. Rubin was being called the new Clive Davis, with Lil Baby in the same position Diddy once was. And if you know how that story ended, then you know why people think Lil Baby might be headed down a dangerous road. After all the rants, cryptic posts, and fiery responses, something strange happened. Lil Baby went completely silent. No tweets, no interviews, no Instagram stories. Total silence. And in hip-hop, silence means one of two things. You're plotting something massive behind the scenes, or you've got nothing left to say. But Slim Thug hasn't let go. He keeps reposting clips, throwing out sly hints, and daring Lil Baby to confront him face to face. Meanwhile, Michael Rubin's name keeps trending, fans keep digging, and every new photo becomes another so-called receipt. At this point, all it might take is one more slip-up, one more piece of evidence, for this drama to explode into something career-shattering. So what do you think? Is Slim Thug exposing the truth? Or is this all smoke and mirrors? Because one thing's for sure, Lil Baby's silence is making the rumors louder. Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you're keeping up with the drama, and don't forget to subscribe because, trust me, this story is far from over.